we're making jerky. So I figured it'd be a good video to make some jerky. This is, get the close up of that. Con Yeager. And this is the teriyaki flavor. They have a couple flavors. This is made right by us. Where's it? Isn't there a place? Zillion Oak or either. You figure that out. But the one whole package does 10 pounds of meat. We got like 8 pounds, so we're just going to do it that way. But you take your seasoning, your vessel. You got a big vessel, and then you have your sugar cure. Get your fingers out of there. Always got to be touching something. All right, and then we got. Took a little hit of that. Got another cure package. You got it too, didn't you?
Well, I got it before you did.
We're huffing cure here. China doesn't seem to mind. This is the last sugar cure. But for each one of these, so like one of these and one of these, one of these and one of these go together. So, 3/4 of a cup. So I still gotta add another cup. I gotta add another 3/4 of a cup of water. I can probably get a little more in there. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna die. That's China. I don't know if she's made a debut before or not. I feel like there should be more water in that.
Mix it around first. Probably should have mixed this up and poured it over. Yeah, that looks good. It's gonna even up.
Okay. So there's that. And then we're gonna take you downstairs. You want to mix one? Well, every time he inhales, it tastes good.
Get this all mixed up.
And we're going to show you how we cut the meat. Cut the meat. As soon as you get it pretty much mixed, just bring that whole tub down. We'll start throwing meat in it. And this was a lucky find by my buddy's uncle, the Barkle Slicer.
Did that shit set on 1/4 of an inch?
Yeah, it's set where it needs to be, right there. So we are plugged in, sharpened, cleaned, ready to go. This thing's wicked.
You want to start or you want to let it freeze a
Go
little bit more?
for it. Those littler ones should be good to go. Those ones, I don't know. Is that the smaller ones? Yeah.
You want to put some freezer paper? Not that I have any.
You have wax paper upstairs?
Get that squint.
Hey Gwen, do you have wax paper upstairs?
What?
Do you have wax paper up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You dead yet? Very funny. I dumped it first when I dumped it a little far.
Here, hang on to this.
This helps with the mess. You want to go long ways, remember?
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Cut it with the grain of the meat.
Oh, that's right.
So take this little booger. I think there's 2 in there. No, that's only 1. The 2 are in the other one.
No, you want to go...
You want to go with the meat. With the grain of the meat.
No, you want to go against the grain.
No, I like it with the... Well, actually, you want to go just like you are. You're right. That's kind of like against it, but together.
We might have to just... All right, hands clear.
Hands clear. Now, you want your meat to be partially frozen. I can already hear the jokes off of this. Like Vada. You see that action? And that's about perfect. About 1/4 inch is what you're going for. That thing needs some vegetable oil on it. It just slices a lot nicer when it's half frozen. This is about perfect, dude.
You happy with those slices?
Oh, yeah. Just like Kramer on Seinfeld, I made slices so thin that
didn't even know they were there. Well, how do you know you even sliced a slice?
Look at that. That was
2.5 pounds of meat. Boom, done. Slicing that by hand sucks.
One thing to keep in mind is keep your fingers clear.
Oh yeah. Very unforgiving when it comes to accidents with the Burkle slicer.
Never had one, but
Don't need
can
one.
can only imagine.
all right. I'm gonna run upstairs and
Get the tub, I think. She's probably about done. You alright, Gwen? You had the. Oh. What? Alright.
So we have our vessel to accept the
Slices of meat.
Can I bring it over here? I'll just throw it in for you. You want
I'll-
to slice these down first?
No, they're fine. You can leave them like that because they'll hang. They're pointy. As long as they're pointy on one end, they'll hang flat. What do you say, China? Now the idea when you lay these in here, you want to lay them in flat, and the idea is to not. You don't want, like, see how two together and you stack them. You don't want that. You want to try to get the cure between as many of them as you can.
Do you want it the same way with this one against the grain?
Let me see that one. No, lay this one go with the grain for me. Like, put that side down. There you go. Because they hang nicer.
Well, yeah, but they're 10
They'll still be easy to chew because that's how I always made them before. But you orient. This went from like a tree cutting channel to cooking channel. It's like the Dean Martin variety show. Yeah, look at that. See that? See the grain of the meat? Oh yeah. The idea is just get them, you know, see how they get all covered? Oh yes. That's what you want. I'm being pictured. This is my best friend and my wife. Not my
No,
wife.
that's
Whoops. My best friend and his wife. Why did I say
we're
that?
close. We're not that.
No,
close.
it ain't that close. Why did I say that? It was the meat. The meat distract. Here.
You're supposed to be the camera lady anyways. Just like that. Brother. That's the watchdog to make sure that we don't get anything on the floor.
Can I bring the tub over here and I'll...
I'm laying it in here. We're good. Just keep slicing.
You want them against or cross same way, or this one will go against because it's...
Yeah, just go right like that. It's perfect. Yeah, skinny way. I might cut some of these down. I don't know. You might just there.
No, you want to cut them.
It's like up close, in your face view there. Where's the? I know there's a million fucking. Not. Whoops. Not close. There's a light switch right there.
It is.
Yeah. What were you doing? I seen you go like this with your fingers.
I tried to put a little chunk through it and just went thump. Sucked it out of my hand like they shoving a fucking tree through a wood chipper. know if that gets good there, or does it need to?
Can you try to run it through again?
Yeah, that's kind of how I got myself in trouble last time.
Now once we're done here, I'll stir all this up with my hand. I'm trying to avoid a mess at the moment.
You're gonna want to cut this with a knife. I'm gonna leave that one right there.
Is this the other one you must have tried to do that too?
Yeah, they're not quite frozen up. Some of them, the ones on the inside of the. Now, do you want to slice this one against or with?
That's,
This one will go just perfect like that.
yeah, just like that. Once you get these all sliced and where they're supposed to be, you know, all covered. I'll show that in just a second here so we can cut this video now. Yeah, that one's perfect like that. Let that thing quit spinning. Okay. All right. So you're going to bring them over. This is what you want your final product to be. So when you're done laying them in there, you want to completely cover them. It gets a little messy, but see how you want the meat to be completely covered. Now I'll stir this halfway through. You can let this cure. It says 12 to 48 hours. So I will let it usually go for longer than, you know, I'll let it go for 48. And then I do mine in the oven. I kind of have a slick way that I figured out by accident, and I'll try to video it when we're doing it in the oven too, but it's a half hour on 200 degrees. I hang it on them wooden shish kebab rods like this between the grates of the oven, and you put like a drip tray down to catch all your drippings, and it will half hour on 200 and then knock it down to 175 and crack the door for like the remaining 2 hours or 2.5 hours I think it takes. This is a little thicker. We should probably slice that with something. Just take a knife and cut it. It's a little too thick. Yeah. It'll be done. And then the secret I do is after I take it out of the oven, so it's a little bit warm, I'll lay it out on parchment paper on top of the oven, and while it's just still barely warm, like almost room temperature, I put it inside a sealed Ziploc bag and throw it in the refrigerator. And what'll happen is that bag will just condensate just a tiny bit, and then it'll give a little bit of moisture back to the meat almost, and it'll make them like, I don't know what's the word you want to call, not tacky, but they're just, I don't know what the word is. It makes
Texture's not dry.
Yeah, they're not real dried out, you know what I mean? They're just, oh, it's just perfect. And I did that one year on accident because I was in a hurry to get it in the fridge. So, and everyone seemed to like it, and it never really lasts very long around when you do that. But that's what you're going for. Cover that with clear wrap. And it looks like there's not a lot of moisture in there, but believe it or not, by the time you're done, this will be filled almost here with the moisture, because that salt draws the moisture out of the meat actually. So, the cure. But all right, you can go ahead and shut that off. And